Hi, I'm Cheryl Collins, founder of Women Entrepreneurs Worldwide and global speaker. And today I have been invited as a mentor with WomenAscension located in Pakistan. Briefly, my topic for discussion is global personal and professional relationship building, collaborating, and networking, something that I believe is essential in the fast moving pace of today's business world. Personal and professional relationship building are conduits necessary for business building in general. There are no blueprints and or one size fits all that give a clear path to success. But based on my experience, there are several tips for consideration in pursuing global relationship building, whether via social media, various formats such as Zoom, WebEx, or Hopin. Although COVID 19 has and continues to solidify devastation and presents challenges, it has mandated the opportunity to connect via virtually, thereby creating an opportunity to build relationships via various platforms, as I mentioned, such as Zoom, WebEx, Hopin, etc. But we still need to understand our approach. Today, it is almost imperative that entrepreneurs, organizations, and business owners, I should say, think global. Although I do admit here, pursuing global endeavors is not for everyone. I'm not trying to sway you one way or the other. But for those who think outside the box, who have an interest in building connections and experiencing more global cultural diversity, then it is a wise choice. One such example of engaging in making connections, networking, and collaborations, you might want to consider the platform LinkedIn. Social media posts are examples of the start of engaging in global personal and professional relationship building. Thinking about the posts that you create on various social medias, when they are read by individuals pursuing the media site, many times an interest is formed to the degree that the reader considers engaging with the person behind the post. That occurs on numerous occasions, and it has happened to me just this past week. Your posts may generate an interest from the reader. The subject matter illuminates a possible common experience, and more curiosity or further explanation of the writing is desired. In other words, they'd like to get to know who is behind the post, most times. In conjunction with, if you have a profile and your photo, because as we know, what makes impressions? Okay. Suggesting LinkedIn as a possible consideration offers more than an opportunity to employment. It offers global connections, but there are procedures to start this process. If you are considering endeavors of global personal and professional relationship building, you must start first with a profile as far as LinkedIn is concerned and a photo and an up-to-date CV and or resume. Where you are job seeking, consider posts that will generate attention combined with a broad-based background. It's just like when you fill out an application, and we were always taught in school, the employer wants to know a little bit more about you other than you sat in the classroom. They want to know how broad your thinking is and you are. So it would be helpful to do that. Since 2009, Women Entrepreneurs Worldwide major endeavor has and continues to be building cultural relationships and networking bridges globally. And with that, we consider all connections, followers, and members of our group valuable. They're not just numbers, and our numbers have added up since 2009. We're probably approaching somewhere a little bit more than 20,000. Hosting global events is another avenue of building global personal and professional relationships. Let me give you an example. In March of 2021, for example, WW and in collaboration with its co-host SheWise from the UK hosted Global Women First in Breaking Barriers and Remarkable Accomplishments. This was exciting for us. It was a big deal, to say the least. It did a lot of things. It covered a lot of territories. It gave us the opportunity to meet individuals that we would have never come in contact with had we not done this event. We interviewed over 50 potential speakers from various countries. And if you are so inclined, you can find that video on YouTube. In choosing my co-host and in collaborating on this event, it accomplished several things, as I pointed out to you, as far as building the personal relationships. Our efforts together, SheWise and Women Entrepreneurs Worldwide, brought together women from over 100 countries for the purpose of speaking and also introducing their business operations and other various things that we would have never found out about had we not come in contact with these speakers. So, as a result of interviewing women from these countries, it offered the opportunity to obtain more knowledge about their cultural region and to share in what we found to be commonalities, thereby opening the doors to other possible endeavors and business ventures. As many of us are still in lockdown and restricted status, I would suggest that you take this time to create a global base of connections. One, engage in an understanding of the cultural aspects. Two, find out how together there can be a sharing of knowledge and experiences advantageous to both. Develop your own perspective of other regions of the world and build trusting, solid relationships, which does not occur overnight. My co-host and I can attest to that. Understand that trust is mutually earned, and when you find an individual or two and discover your commonalities, you have begun the stages of building both personal and professional relationships, and which is your goal. Try this, for instance. Try the we factor as a starting point and approaching discussions, and slowly understand that the I factor only gets you so far. I hope that these few tips have been helpful to you. But if you would like more tips, and being that things will be opening soon, we will be visiting countries. If you would like to get information about that, we will have another major event coming up in 22. But it all centers around building relationships. And as we all know, that relationships are the key. They are the force behind any business. And it just depends on how you approach them. Thank you for the opportunity of talking with you today. And I'm so appreciative to Women Ascensions. Thank you.